Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to read it. So come, let us yield to each other now. On this one point, I to you and you to me, and the other deathless powers will fall in line. But quickly order Athena down to battle now, into the killing ground of Trojans and Achaeans, and see that the Trojans break the sworn truce first and trample on the Argives in their triumph. The father of man, gods of complied at once. He winged Athena on with a flight of orders. Quickly, down you go to Troy's and Achaea's armies now, and see that the Trojans break the sworn truce first and trample on the Argives in their triumph. So he launched Athena, already poised for action. Down the goddess swept from Olympus' craggy peaks, and dove like a star the son of Cronus flings. Cronus, with all his turning, twisting ways, a sign to man at sea, or a massive army marching, blazing on with a stream of sparks, showering in his wake. Like a shooting star, Athena flashed across the earth, plunging down in the midst of both camped forces. Terror gripped the fighters looking on, stallion breaking Trojans, Argive men-at-arms. One would glance at a comrade, groaning, what is next? Battle again, more than the and grisly fighting? Or pacts between both armies? Peace from Zeus, the great steward on high who rules our mortal walls? As Achaeans and Trojans wondered what was coming, Athena merged in the Trojan columns like a fighter, like Antinous' son, the rugged spearman Laodocus, hunting for Pandarus, hoping to find the archer. Found him she did. Lycaon's skilled, fearless son, standing by, flanked by the bands of shielded men, who had trooped with him from Asipus' dark rapids. Athena, halted beside him, let her challenge fly. Here is glory, son of Lycaon. Let me tempt you, you with your archer skill. Have you the daring to wing an arrow at Menelaus? Just think what thanks, what fame you'd win in the eyes of all the Trojans. Prince Paris, most of all, the first among all, you'd bear off shining. Priceless gifts from him. Just let him see Menelaus, Atreus' fighting son, brought down by your shaft and hoisted onto his pyre. Mourn with grief and tears, come, up with you. Whip an arrow at this invincible Menelaus now. But swear to Apollo, wolf god, glorious archer, you'll slaughter splendid victims, newborn lambs, when you march home to Iliad, sacred city. So Athena fired the fool's heart inside him. Then and there he untrapped his polished bow. The horn of a wild goat he'd shot in the chest, one day as the springy ibex clambered down a cliff. Lurking there under cover he hated in the heart, and the fine kill went sprawling down the rocks. The horns on its head ran 16 hands in length, and a brower good with goat horn worked them up, fitted, clasped them tight, sanded them smooth, and set the golden notch ring at the top. Superb equipment, bending back hard, the archer strung his bow, propping an end against the ground as cohort braced their shields in a tight wedge to hide him. fearing bands of Argives might just leap to their feet before he could hit Menelaus, Atreus' fighting son. He flipped the lid of his quiver, plucked an arrow, fletched and never shot. A shaft of black pain, quickly notching the sharp arrow on the string, he swore to Apollo, wolf god, glorious archer, he'd slaughter splendid victims, newborn lambs, when he marched home to Zelis' sacred city. Squeezing the knock and string together, drawing the gut back to his nipple, iron head to the hand grip, till he flexed the great weapon back in a half-circle curve. The bow sprang, the strings sang out, arrow shot away, razor sharp, and raging to whip through Argive ranks. But you, Menelaus, the blessed deathless god, did not forget you. Zeus' daughter, the queen of fighters, first of all, she reared before you, schooled the tearing shaft, flicking it off your skin as quick as a mother flicks a fly from her baby sleeping softly. Athena's own hand deflected down the belt, where the gold buckles clasp and breastplates overlap. The shaft pierced the tight belt's twisted thongs, piercing the blazoned plates, piercing the guard he wore to shield his loins, and block the spears. His best defense, the shaft, pierced even this, the tip of the weapon grazing the arms, the man's flesh, and dark blood came spurting from the wound. Picture a woman dyeing ivory blood red, a Carian or Maeonian staining a horse chickpeas, and it stored away in a vault, and troops of riders long to spot the ornament. True, but there it lies as a king's splendor, kept and prized twice over, his team's adornment, his driver's pride and glory. So now, Menelaus, the fresh blood went staining down your sturdy thighs, your shins and well-turned ankles. The lord of men, Agamemnon, shuddered, frightened to see the dark blood gushing from the wound. And the veteran Menelaus cringed himself, but saw the lashing cords and the barbs outside the gash, and his courage flooded back inside his chest. I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.